What's up everybody, welcome to the life of a board gamer. My name is Daniel and today the hunt is finally over. I got my hands on a dogfight, Rule the Skies in 20 minutes. From the last year, 2022, HP, when I played the demo of this game, I really like this series of games. There's also Blitzkrieg, Second World War. There's Caesar, Seize the Rome in 20 minutes. Now this one is about World War I airplanes fighting each other and trying to rule the skies. And once I played those demo, I knew I want to have this one at my possession because I really like that series of games. It's up there on my shelf, so this one will go there after the review. And let me show you what you get in this one, how it plays, and right from the start I'm going to tell you, it's a really awesome game. I just simply love it. So first of all, you get the rule book, of course, as always. Now, in this game, you have a map that is like a circle. And as you can see, you are going to circle around with your planes on this big circle or these smaller circles for some extra dodginess. And each of the players will receive one of the planes, and each plane has its own miniature. Each plane has its own set of tiles, and these tiles are very important because these tiles are the main thing how you play this game. So each round you will have to pull from the bag 5 of these tiles, and secretly you will choose one and play it simultaneously with the other player, and whoever ends up behind the other player is going to attack him. So for example, let's say that this was the situation, and these players, okay, so not like this, let's say like this, okay, and let's say the players play these 2 tiles. So the moves are simultaneous, so it really doesn't matter who moves first. So this player will move 4, this player will move 3. And because he is 3 spaces away, because that's the maximum distance, because if this one was just 1 space away, the blue one wouldn't be able to shoot at him and the purple one wouldn't be able to shoot at the blue. But as this goes, the blue can now shoot at the purple, and he does 2 damage to him because he has 2 damage on him. So there's also tiles with no damage, so I could easily just play this one and do no damage, but I kind of maneuver a little bit with my airplane. And the number 3 is very special because it's the only number that double-sided has different things on the other side. All of these are double-sided with the same thing back and front, but number 3 has if you want to go straight or you want to go loop. So when you are near these loops, you can play 3 looped. And let's say that this was the situation, for example, and I said I want to play 3 loop with this one. I would go 1, 2, and I would end up here. But the blue one will then go 1, 2, 3, 4 and end up here, which means now I'm hunting him. Now I am behind him, closing up. But of course he can always play the 2, and maybe he predicts that I play a bigger number like 5 and I go around him, or we end up in the same space where nobody shoots nobody. And yeah, you are trying to figure out, guessing your opponent, how will they play, and try to figure out how to stay behind him constantly and do him damage. And all these planes come with their own cards, and there's some other cards somewhere over here. Okay, so here it is. All of these planes come with their own cards, and they have different amount of health. Some of them even have abilities. They can do different things on their turn. Some of them are just plain simple airplanes, like these 2, for example. The yellow one also doesn't have any special ability, and as I said, some have. And of course over here it explains you all the tiles and what is the distribution on them, like for example how many 0 tiles you have, how many damages on each of them, or on 1s, on 2s, on 3s, and all that. So each airplane is very different in a gameplay. They have all sorts of different abilities, some of them, as I said, but some of them are like super slow but heavy hitters, or have a lot of health but don't hit that much, so they can take a lot of beating before you down them, but still they can hurt you back, of course. And yeah, that's basically this game. I kind of explained you entire game in a few minutes and told you a lot about it. So yeah, Dogfight, what I think about it. Where would I compare it, put it next to Caesar and a Blitzkrieg? I'm not really sure, because Blitzkrieg is definitely still my number 1. Blitzkrieg is definitely by far my number 1 in this series. It was the first game I tried. It has Godzilla, for the love of Godzilla. It has Godzilla in it. how cannot it be good? I mean, it's an expansion, but now it's packed with the base game, so yeah, it has Godzilla in it. But I think this one would be a second for me, and not that I love it more than Caesar, but it is just that I can play it more. This game really lasts. I mean, the box says what says it says 20 minutes per player because they want, they go with this thing, rule the sky in 20 minutes, but I can guarantee that you can play every game in 5 minutes. It's just that fast. You are just take a tile, play it, see what happens, and that's what I love about it. In like 20 minutes I can play 4 games of this, so it's really nice game to play when you are ending the night, and if you are maybe playing 2-player games only exclusively, this one would get to the table pretty often, and it doesn't really take much space. All you need is just like this little board and some tiles that you can really hold in your hands if you want to, and you just play them and move your planes and see who outsmarts who. So against all the other games so far, this one plays the most against your opponent, so to say. You really need to figure out what they're thinking, how they're thinking, and try to outsmart them if you're able. All that double thinking, like maybe he's thinking I'm thinking, so I'm going to do that, but then the other person is thinking about same thing, stuff like that. But yeah, Dogfight stays in my collection permanently. All 3 of these games, Blitzkrieg, Caesar, Dogfight, will stay in my collection forever. I don't see why would I ever give them up, because they're perfect 2-player games, such easy games to teach to anybody. I mean, I can explain this one in less than 2 minutes. Super simple game, and then it's just up to you to figure out how I'm thinking and trying to outsmart me, and that's that. So yeah, Dogfight, awesome game, absolutely awesome. Check it out. That's all I have to say about it, and until next time. Pozdrav!